but apprehensive about reopening of schools amidst a pandemic in spite of assurances and measures in place.
Once the children write exercises and the teacher marks, the possibility of transmission is at a higher level. The teachers are going back to the school with a very, very high level of apprehension.
Details as the over 800,000 final year and second year Gold Track students return to school. Also, government assures of expeditious resolution of nighttime raid of the staff quarters of a Nigerian High Commission in which the 12-bedroom facility was bulldozed by unknown armed men.
We took custody of all the documents, and the Lands Commission is also helping us. So this matter will not go beyond 48 hours, trust me.
And coming up in business, commercial transport operators submit proposals to government for increase in fares, with details in 15 minutes.
And later in the bulletin. Afrobeats artist and former signee of Benetton music group Kelvin Boy suffers mob attack at opening of electronics distributor shop at Ashaiman. We hear from the camp of dancehall artist Stoneboy, which has denied any involvement in the fracas. Thank you for joining us this morning. Now, some teachers in Ghana say they are worried about the reopening of schools at a time COVID is spreading even faster than it was at the time schools were shut down. The National Association of Graduate Teachers, NAGRAT, says even though it has put in place cautious measures to curb the spread among its members, they are still unsure what will happen as 800,000 final year and second year Gold Track senior high school students return to school. Our reporters across the country have been monitoring the situation on the various campuses. Let's start from the central region where some heads of schools speak to Joy News about measures in place.
In the dormitory, we say that as you enter, you wash your hands, especially when they're going to sleep. They wash your hands and they should wash their faces as well. We have spaced them in the dormitories so that the dormitory that originally was taking about 45 now is taking 20 people.
The Form 3s, some are official bodies and the rest are day students. But the space that we have, per the distancing that we are supposed to do, we can't take any. They know that they have to come as day.
In the Ashanti region, some senior high schools have decongested their classrooms and dormitories to receive final year and Gold Track students. Here's Love FM's Nana Yao Jima's report.
Some teachers position themselves at the entrance of Opokuari School to take temperature of visitors and students. On all walls and in all corners are visible notices on hand washing, wearing of masks and sanitizers. Dormitories, previously accommodating 40 students, will take a maximum 20. Here is Headmaster Reverend Father Stephen Osusetre.
We have big classrooms and smaller classrooms. The bigger ones will not go beyond 30. We put 30 students in the classroom. The smaller ones, you have 25.
Students at the school at the time of our visit were being handed hand sanitizers and face masks. They then went round to locate their names at new dormitories they have been placed.
Arriving in school, we realized that even if the virus is still around, we can have our way around it because there are so many safety precautions out there, and if we are to adhere to all of them, we believe that we will be safe.
The social distancing and other protocols won't be easy though, but that's what you have to do to survive.
Nanaya Ojima's report there. We can now hear from President of the National Association of Graduate Teachers, NAGRAT, Angel Kabonu. He tells Joy News about the level of apprehension among teachers.
Teachers are also supposed to protect themselves as much as possible. A lot of activities in the schools that we used to engage in. For example, do you expect us to mark the exercise books of the children? Will that be practical to mark exercises? Because once the children write exercises and the teacher marks, the possibility of transmission is at a higher level. The teachers are going back to the school with a very, very high level of apprehension.
You heard the President of the National Association of Graduate Teachers, NAGRAT, Angel Kabonu. Now, government says the resolution on the nighttime raid of the staff quarters of the Nigerian High Commission will be expeditious. The 12-bedroom facility was bulldozed by unknown armed men Friday night. This sparked some protests among some Nigerians in Ghana, with the Nigerian government condemning the act. A high-powered delegation led by the Foreign Affairs Minister Shirley Ayoko-Botre Monday visited the scene to assess the level of destruction. But speaking on Top Story, Deputy Foreign Affairs Minister Charles Oredu said the matter will be resolved by Wednesday.
The police, also was represented, and they said that they've made some headways. They've spoken to some people, they're interrogating some people based on the information that they got from those who are the property. Remember, this operation took place at dawn. But then at the facility, there were some guys there. So they are helping with investigation. Let me say that the meeting was very, very productive. We took custody of all the documents, and the Lands Commission is also helping us. So this matter will not go beyond 48 hours, trust me, because it's a straightforward matter.
You heard that Charles Redu is a Deputy Foreign Affairs Minister. On to some politics now. There was little we could do to save sitting MPs from losing their seats. That's according to Chairman of the governing New Patriotic Party, Freddie Blay, who argues that some of the members of Parliament had become unpopular and lost touch with the delegates. Mr. Blay observed that the party in some instances persuaded those challenging the MPs to step down but were unsuccessful. He described the political defeat of these MPs as regrettable, but noted that the executives were only complying with the party's constitution, which allows for a contest at the various constituencies.
It's been a keenly contested primaries. Nothing that we could do in terms of influence, irrespective of what people may even say, that the party could have, as you mentioned, protected its sitting MPs, more so those who were manning various committees or even front benches and so forth. But going by a constitution, the constitution says we should do this. There is an extent to which you can persuade people not to participate or not to partake in the primaries.
Freddie Blay is chairman of the New Patriotic Party. Well, the party's parliamentary candidate for the New Jabin South constituency, Michael Otrebefi, has defended his decision to contest the primary that saw him oust incumbent MP and chairman of Parliament's Finance Committee, Mark Esibeyebwa. He says it is politically expedient for power to change hands to allow others also grow in the fray to aid Ghana's development. Mr. Befi has been speaking to Mama V. Owusu Abuaje.
All those people were protected. All those people that the party fought hard for them to go on the post were the people the party wanted in Parliament. Very simple.
You don't think he was wanted in Parliament?
No, but if you are so much needed in Parliament, would have been protected.
The people who think that will leave a huge gap.
Those people who say that are people who are not part of our fraternity. Because you know that we can only protect an asset or somebody who is very important in the whole game. So if the person is not protected, what's the meaning? That the person is not important or not important, but that the person, when the person exits, there wouldn't be any gap. But for the exit of Abraham Edu, wouldn't have gotten a Chimeza Bones.
You heard the parliamentary candidate for the New Jabin South constituency, Michael Otrebefi. He was speaking to Mama V. Owusu Abuaje. The full interview will be on the AM show on the Joy News channel. Do make a day. Now, management of the Ghana Water Company Limited has scheduled a shutdown of a Wager headworks for repairs on a raw water pipeline starting today, Tuesday, June 23. In addition, the Accra West region will carry out repair and maintenance works on defective valves on the main transmission lines. Sounds from the opening of an Electroland retail shop at Ashaiman, where Afrobeats artist Kelvin Boy was attacked by a mob. Now, snippets of a viral video of a fracas yesterday showed some men pushing and shoving each other, with others trying to restrain Kelvin Boy during the confrontation. The Mia hitmaker took to Twitter to vent. Joseph Akable joins me in studio with someone. This Joseph, what did he say on his handle?
He wrote, "You send people, make them come beat me." That is the question that he asked first, Komla.
And we know that it has generated a flood of reactions from some followers on Facebook as well. But Joseph, this tweet has generated a lot of discussion. And from the camp of the Benetton Music Group leader, Stoneboy, they have issued a statement. What exactly are they saying in this statement?
The statement says the imputations of criminal conduct are scandalous and calculated to cause disaffection for Stoneboy and his brand. It goes on to say that the camp is not associated with any way with the scaffold, and no member from Benetton Music was involved. It concludes in part by adding their lawyers are under instructions to take appropriate steps to vindicate the legal rights of Stoneboy and the brand.
Don't tell me nothing. Kelvin Boy, I did do my thing. Big tune touchdown, it bounce.
So that's the subject of a lot of controversy on Hits FM. When you tune in to Daybreak Hits with Andy Dusty, there will be a discussion on this and other entertainment issues. But that'll be our package for today. Arrive Alive tips this morning. If you're on board a commercial vehicle this minute, ensure the driver is not speeding. Call him out if you find him driving dangerously and get off the vehicle if he persists. That's how you arrive alive. Arrive Alive tip on the 6am News is brought to you by Bedrock Insurance, protecting the things you truly value, and Toyota Ghana Limited, superior quality.